Hi, take two, actually. Sorry. Yeah, you might see me in the same exact shirt because I'm gonna try to pre-record my videos. So, yeah, and I have the Sniffles. If you don't get what the Sniffles are, I'm kind of sick. So, this week is band week, which is like, I love it. And this week I'm actually very proud of this week, and I'm gonna try to do my best video. Let's get started. So I was trying to share you what me and Maddie are doing, and we call it our band homework. But I'm going to tell you that at the end of the video, and yeah. So I'm going to name my 3 favorite bands, and it's kind of hard, but like 3 bands that I like. There's no such order, but I love them to death. And like I said, I think you probably watched my Imagine Dragons video. If you haven't, I'll link it down below so you can watch that, and I did a review of it. And it was my first ever concert, and it was awesome. So yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna name our 3 favorite bands, which is Imagine Dragons and 30 Seconds to Mars, Linkin Park, those people. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you how I got to introduce to them and what I think of them now. So let's start with Imagine Dragons. Dan Reynolds is the lead singer. That I know. Oh, Coldplay. We're adding Coldplay in there. For how I got introduced to Imagine Dragons was actually because of my brother Max, because he introduced me to the song It's Time, which was not yet famous, but it was kind of famous. And they showed me a couple times, and I'm like, probably not my band or so. But then I listened to them, and I'm like, I fell in love with that album. I know every song by them, and once I hear the song, I can sing it, and yeah, so that's how my love for Imagine Dragons went on. And right now, I don't currently listen to them like daily, but I do listen to them still, but rarely, since everybody's been trying to get into the fandom, and I'm like, I love them and all, but I also want to listen to new music, which we'll talk about later, or get to know more bands in depth. So yeah, Imagine Dragons, I recommend them. But my favorite songs by them is America, Underdog, and no, not Underdog, America, Amsterdam, and I totally forget the other one. Oh, Nothing Left to Say, which is /Rocks, which is awesome. You can tell I love them. So yeah. Okay, so second band, 30 Seconds to Mars. I originally got introduced to them because of my brothers and my cousin Larry. So yeah. I remember just loving them. Like, I remember listening to one of their famous songs. I totally forget because I know all their songs from This Is War album. So yeah, that This Is War album is probably not like everybody loves that album, like it's a love-hate, but I personally love that. I know every song that's on there, and I started to love 30 Seconds to Mars after that. I'm iffy about their new album. I'm like, okay, it's okay. I didn't really expect them to have like a lot of instrumental, but I'm okay with it. I still support them. So yeah. My favorite songs by them has to be, it's really hard since I could just say This Is War album, but I can't really do that. It's really, really hard. So I'm going to choose some songs that I think are very deep, and it's The Kill and From Yesterday and City of Angels. I know that's a popular song, and you guys would be like, oh, she's just, a person who just listens to popular song. No, I do not. But I love the City of Angels, since if you ever listen to the lyrics, you can tell it's basically about his life, and I love that about it. Linkin Park. Okay, so I'm just gonna start it off before I forget. But my favorite songs by them is Iridescent, which was in their Transformer album. I think it was the 3rd movie of Transformers, but it was with the blonde chick instead of Megan Fox. So if you guys know what movie I'm talking about, listen to the soundtrack and then find Linkin Park and find Iridescent. It's such a good song. So that's probably the only song I can listen to on repeat and not get sick and tired of it. So Linkin Park, you nailed that one. Or Hands Held High, even though I'm not saying any of their popular songs, because I really I love their popular songs, but I also like some of the songs that are not popular. So, Hands Held High, which is not really popular, but I love that song. Sarah Destin and Hands Held High. How I got introduced to them, I don't remember. I think I remember, like, just listening to it as a kid, and then growing up, listening to more of the songs, and then, like, this past 2 years, I started listening to them, and it's awesome. So, yeah. Hi. Okay. Coldplay. How I got introduced to Coldplay, I don't remember. I just remember hearing the first song by them was Clocks. I love that song still. To this day, I still love that song. I really don't remember how I got introduced to Coldplay. I think I just heard it on the radio. I'm like, that song is pretty good. That song's pretty good. So, yeah, I just started to listening to them, and okay, so Coldplay is really good for depressing songs, and I think I mostly love them for that. So I'm gonna say this: my favorite songs by them are "Trouble" and "The Scientist." The Scientist. If there was such religion of Coldplay, I would bow down to it. No hesitation, because I love them, and yeah. No. Oh, and my other favorite song from Coldplay is Charlie Brown. That is the song I've been recently loving. So Charlie Brown, check it out. It's a pretty good song. Now to the thing that me and Maddie are doing. It's called band homework, specifically band homework. So yeah, I have a notebook specifically for it. Well, you kind of need to. It's like a demand. So I remember just thinking of this idea since I watched School of Rock, which is, I think, a good movie. I don't love it, but I think it's a good movie. I'm like, if there was a school like that, if I had a substitute teacher that teach me about rock and roll, AC/DC, Sex Pistols, and all that jazz, I would be like in heaven. And being in a band, I'll be like, yes. So yeah, and then this idea came. I'm like, why don't I listen to more of my bands that I know but not in depth? Like, I don't know who the band members are, what roles they play in the band, what songs they have, or their past albums. My goal from this band homework project, I'm gonna try to go in depth of those bands and then, listen to them more. So right now I'm starting with a Blink-182. And yes, I only know them for their famous songs. And when I started this thing, I never knew Blink-182 made an album in 1994. I thought they started off from their album, which was called Enema of the States, which was not recently, but made in 1992 with a girl. But then I looked on Spotify and I realized that they had albums before that. So I'm like, cool. And yeah, so I got my highlighters, I got my post-it notes, I got my pen, I got my pencil, and I just started making this. And yeah, basically, I just find the band members, what roles they play, I find their albums, I listen to their albums, every song I not criticize, but I decide if I like that song, like it or / love it, or kinda, which I had to listen to more often, or I hate it, probably listen to in the future. But I have all these bands that I want to get more in depth, like Blink-182, Green Day, Pierce the Veil, Black Veil Brides, Nirvana. I'm just naming songs, and I still have the back of this, and I have more bands I have to add since me and Maddie been texting each other this past weekend. So yeah, if you guys didn't notice, I was pre-recording this. It's Saturday after I just posted my video. The crappy that I said. Okay, so yeah, I got other bands to listen to. So this is gonna keep me busy for a while. I'm planning to do this on my spare time if I want to do it. I know I am on the 5th album and I'm taking a break right now, but I'm doing that, and I think it's very helpful for me since I want to get more into bands. And yeah, so I can wear their band shirts proudly. So yeah, and just saying, I don't wear band shirts because I love them. I wear band shirts to support the band that I'm wearing it for. So yeah, that is band week, and I am happy about this week. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. And like I said, I'm pre-recording some vids. So yeah, see you guys.